All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon their houses. This is Brother Quanah Watt coming back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. As you see right here on the peoplesvoice.tv, it says Canada to imprison anyone who has ever posted hate speech online. And we know, right, the Esau Edom, right, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, right, which is the wicked, right, has ultimately labeled the truth as hate speech, right, speaking against the alphabet soup groups and Moism, right, sodomy, right, which is contrary to the law, statute, commandments of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, right, and speaking against, you know, the small hats, you know, the 1948ers, man, and how they are, according to Revelations 2 and 9, right, they're the synagogue of Satan, man, right, Esau has, and all wickedness, right, all manner of evil and wickedness that's done, right, not just those things, right, but again, Esau has labeled the truth, right, again, hate speech, man. And now Esau has made a bill, right, that's going to allow him, to apprehend, those who speak this truth, man, which is prophecy, right? It's prophesied that Esau Edom is going to come down, right, and hem up, right, the men of the Lord, right, that persecution that the scriptures speak on, right? It says, and we'll grab that after I grab these two paragraphs, right? It says the Trudeau regime has the online harms bill C-63, which will give police the power to retroactively search the FBI recently, right, has ultimately requested that Google, right, give their give up data, right, and they've been and the FBI has ultimately been going around to homes, which they've been doing for years, but more recently it came out that they've been going to homes, right, and asking people about their posts, right, and that's really just the first step, man. It's ultimately going to continue to get worse, man. But again, right, as the scriptures talk about, this persecution, right, is coming, right, it's going to happen, right, just as it happened in the ancient times, right, to the ancient prophets, right. Hey, more importantly, right, Yahweh Shai, right, he was persecuted, right, and the scriptures say, right, that the servant is not greater than the master, right. So Yahweh Shai was persecuted, and the persecution is coming our way as well, right. It says the new bill is aimed at safeguarding the masses from so-called hate speech, right. It says the real shocker in this bill is the alarming retroactive aspect. Essentially, whatever you've said in the past can now be weaponized against you by today's draconian standards. Historian Dr. Muriel Blave has weighed in on this draconian law, labeling it outright mad. She points out how it literally spits in the face of all Western legal traditions, especially the one about only being punished if you're infringed on a law that was valid at the time of committing a crime. Right, which the average person, right, you don't, the commandments, right, the Constitution, right, or I think amendments, right, and the Constitution, that's all out the window. That's all out the window, man. There's no such thing as free speech, right? There's no such thing as the right to travel. There's no such thing as any of that anymore, man. Esau done got rid of that shit, man, and now he's implementing new laws that the people are gonna have to follow. As it says in was that Daniel's, right, 8:25, that he shall, through his policy he shall cause craft to prosper, right? This is what he's doing, right? He's setting up these different laws that are going to allow him, right, to bring forth, right, that persecution, man. Which the rest of this article, that's really it, but it goes into the actual bill. You can go look it up. You can go look it up. Harms bill, right? It's a harms bill C-63. And ultimately look into it. Or you can you type in this header right here, and you pull up the article, and you can read it that way. But again, right, this is all prophesied, man. So it's not, it's not surprising, ultimately, man. Right, really call Allah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, because we're one step closer, right, to the end. Right. So let me grab these precepts. This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 12. It says, "But before all these things," right, and this is the words of Yahweh Shai, right? But before all these things, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you. And he's saying this to the disciples, man. you know, which again, right, they were, you know, persecuted, right? Stephen was stoned, right? John the Revelator, right? He was thrown in the Isle of Patmos, you know. All the ancient prophets and you know, were persecuted, man. You know, for this truth, for speaking the truth, man. You know, so it's gonna happen again in this time, right? And you know, I've been bringing it up a lot lately, right? Ecclesiastes 1:9, right? We're in the time where all these things are going to come to pass, right? The persecution, Jacob's trouble, right? The hour of temptation, World War III. All these things are coming, man. Right? We're in time of major prophecies happening, right? It says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, right? Prisons, right? Gonna be throwing you into these FEMA camps, gonna be throwing you into these re-education camps, isolation facilities, whatever you want to call them, you know? It says, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake, right? For speaking this truth. Right, preaching Yahweh Shai, right? We know that Yahweh Shai comes in the volume of the book, right? And we're reading and bringing out prophecies that are within the book, you know? So therefore, right, us preaching Yahweh Shai, preaching this truth, and well, guess what, man? It's ultimately, you know, making us a target, right, in the sight of these damn devils, man. But again, as the scriptures say, right, be not afraid, neither doubt, or be not afraid, neither doubt. Let's go to that, right? Because again, Esau's going to come in, man. He's going to come in. He's going to hem up the men of the Lord, right? Let's go into what's that, 2nd Ezra 16, right, as it says in here, right, starting at verse 7, he says, for there shall be in every place, right, in every place, right, it says, and in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, right, again, starting with the men of the Lord, right, and I remember, you know, the elder, I think it was Mawatazak, the brother out, the Jacob Barak is his YouTube handle, the elder bishop out there in Connecticut, I think. If I'm not mistaken, Salakia, you know, but I remember that channel, that elder bishop, going into, you know, the basically the three categories of, you know, of female when they come down, right? They have the red, right? Those are those who are ultimately, we're gonna start with the yellow, right? The yellow are going into those who are going to bow down to this system and get along, to, you know, go along to get along, right? Then you have the red, which are those who are completely against the system, and the blue, right, are those who are going to side with those who are, you know, are red, man. You know, the followers of the red, right? And Esau's going to come down on the red, then he's going to go to blue, and then, hey, the yellow is obviously going to go along like sheep, man, you know? And we know, again, those who are red are those who are speaking this truth, right? Myself, such as, you know, beginning with the elder apostles on down, man. Those who are speaking this truth, 100% truth, according to the scriptures, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're labeled as red, right? We're labeled as so-called domestic terrorists, right? We're labeled as a hate group. We're labeled as all these different things for speaking this truth because it's against Esau Edom's system, against his whole agenda, you know? So he's ultimately going to try to take us out of the way, you know? Because again, this truth is blocking him from pursuing or from doing what he needs to do, man, you know? It says, verse 71 says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, right? So again, right, at the end of the day, right, Esau's been, his trigger finger's been itching, man. You know, he's been itching to use it, right? He's just waiting for the proper time, and that time is about to come, right? Verse 72 is, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses, right? Take them, kick in their door, take them out their houses and throw them into FEMA camps, isolation facilities, re-education camps, whatever the hell you want to call them, man. Right, they got all the damn names, man. FEMA camps, you know. This is what Esau is about to do, right? Verse 73 says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire, right? And this is, again, the hour of temptation, right? And we understand that, you know, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to lift up that standard, right? When Esau Edom comes in like a flood, right? In Isaiah 59:19, but there are going to be some, right, that ultimately, you know, perish, you know, for you know, speaking this truth, man. Right, the Esau is going to kill him for speaking this truth, but nonetheless, hey, guess what, man? They're dying for righteousness' sake, man. So it's a beautiful thing in the sight of the Lord, right? Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of all his saints, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. You know. So again, Esau is going to come down, man. He's going to come down having great wrath and hem up the men of the Lord. And again, some are going to have to be put to death, right? Revelations chapter 20 and verse 4, it says, and I saw thrones, and they sat up, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded, right? Beheaded, killed for the witness of Yahushai and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark in their hand. It's like it says, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years, which we know, right, that mark, right, goes back to the, the Greek word charagma, which we know that charagma today is the RFID micro C-hip, right? And they're not, they're not going to take it, man, no matter what, right? Because again, right, Esau is going to throw the men of the Lord into these FEMA camps. Some of them are going to be tempted, right, to, with money, bribed with money, this, that, and the third, right? And to give up Yahweh Shem Shai, give up the brothers, in order for the little bullshit that Esau can offer, right? But hey, well, guess what? Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Shai, Lord will, right? If we're in those positions, we're not going to choose that shit, man. We're going to stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, because that's how we're going to make it, right? Scriptures say that he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. That's what we want, right? To be delivered, to receive salvation, to receive the crown, and be able to win, right? So this is why, hey, when we see these different articles, scriptures say, we do not fear evil tidings, man. So this might be bad news, but we trust and believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And this is why it says in Revelations chapter 2 and verse 10, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, right, man? Right? So we're not going to fear, right, when Esau comes in. Right, we know Yahweh Shem Shai's got our back. Lord will we be part of the elect, right? It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. And when you go into that word devil in the Greek, ultimately goes into a man, who sides with the devil, right? Or to play part as the devil, right? We should know that's Esau Edom, right? The self-proclaimed so-called white man, right? It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, because again, it's a trial, a test of faith, right? It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, which 10 is a number of completion. So it could be 2-3 months. It could be 2 days, literally, right? It could be, a matter of hours, before something happens, right? Before Esau tries to kill you, Yahweh Shem Shai raise up a standard, or Esau even does kill you, man, however it may happen, we have to stay faithful. That's why it says, and be thou faithful unto death. Right? Even if it comes all the way to death, man. Scriptures say in Sirach 4:28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee, man. Right? Because Yahweh Shem Shai wants us to be all the way in. Right? Because if you're not all the way in, what did he say? He'll spew you out of his mouth. Revelations 3:15. So he wants us to be all the way in, right? And ultimately have and show forth faith like Abraham, right? He was willing to, to put his own child to death, man. For Yahweh Shem Shai. That's how we gotta be. That's how we got to be, to the best of our ability, man, right? And this is why we need to constantly be praying for more faith, man, because the times are coming. We're going to need it, man. That's for damn sure. We're going to need it, right? It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And that's the victory, man. Which you can read about the victory in 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, right? Beginning at the 4th verse, or the 40th verse, the 40th verse, right? Lord talks about those who are going to get the victory. They got palms in their hands. Victory, man. They were crowned by Yahweh Shai himself. And that's what we want, man, to be told thou good and faithful servant, right? And to receive that crown, man. But again, we have to stay faithful, right? No matter the situation, no matter the circumstance, man. And here soon, man, we're going to be put in a very testing, a very trying circumstance. But Lord will we be part of the elect, right? We're going to make it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. But that's all I got, man. I just want to touch on that. Lord will is edifying. Lord will straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, that belongs to the elder apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone. Till next time I say shalom.